Let me go ahead and get this going real quick before we start. Let people jump in. There we go. What's up, everyone? This is the Bet Champ Show After Hours edition. We got me, we got Big E. ZJ should be making an appearance here within the next 5 minutes. Whit, we still don't know where Whit is at. He was texting today. He was laughing at the Masters picks, but that was about all we heard of him today. But good to be here. Good to have E, always show up, put the time card in, punch that clock. And we got some exciting things to talk about. Pretty much all we're looking at today is honestly, some other big news outside of the NBA with, college and John Calipari and, maybe a couple other things. But mainly what we're focusing on right now is just NBA playoffs and the seeding. We got a matchup that is in the works already and kind of a lock. So we can get into that. But E, how we doing?
Man, outstanding. Good to see you. The two hardest working men on the Bet Champ Show, day in, day out. We put in that grind. We show up on time. That's all we're doing. That's all we can do is just put in our best work. Got a couple divas on us, and they kind of do their thing as well. But yeah, looking forward to another good night, and then get into this weekend. A lot of stuff this weekend. A lot of sports. So
yeah, lots of sports this weekend. It's kind of cool to have the March Madness, kind of be over. We were just jumping around from March Madness and NBA playoffs, back and forth. So it's kind of good to now that we can just focus on one. Like you said, just two dudes that that the world revolves around. Whit and Zeej, we're on their schedule. That's how it goes. But I try to show up whenever it's convenient for everyone. I don't make my own schedule. We say 8, and we start at 8:10.
I look at it. We all work. We all got jobs somehow.
Yeah, that's true. Sure.
Yeah.
I mean, ZJ, he's at work. So ZJ, and Whit, they're both at work. We're just busting balls. We're just kidding with them. We don't want them, freaking out. We're just kidding.
Correct. Still the two hardest working men in the Bet Champ nation.
Yeah, we can go ahead and roll with that one. Yeah, I like that saying.
Yeah, we go with that.
But we can jump right into it. NBA playoffs. What do you think about the first matchup that is already in stone? We got the Clippers and the Dallas Mavericks that are already a lock. What are your predictions? What how many games do you think it's going to go to so far? Both teams are pretty healthy for the most part. So what are you seeing on that one?
And Dallas is the lower seed. It's only one game, right? But they're sitting in that 5th, Clippers 4th. First of all, I love the matchup, right? Because we talked before we went online. I don't know if it goes back to the draft. I'd have to look at stuff. But for whatever reason, Luka just balls out against the Clippers. I don't know what his beef is. It's almost like he didn't get drafted, and so he's carrying this beef. If everyone's healthy, I'll be honest with you. I like Dallas. I like Dallas in this one, but what I do. I always tell you, I reserve the right to change my pick until we start the series. But for right now, I think, to your point of earlier, you had in the earlier show, a lot has to do with momentum. Dallas is on a 5-game win streak. It seems like Kyrie's finally getting into a groove with this team. It just seems they're hitting things at the right time. The right momentum. You don't know what you're going to get out of the Clippers. So that's it. But I do like the matchup just with that Luka versus LA. I'm excited with that too. But what are your thoughts?
The interesting part is they both have played 80 games, both one game away. Clippers, if they drop both of them, I don't know who has the tiebreaker in that. That's the only weird thing that we're really looking at is who has the tiebreaker to go in the 4th spot. But one game away from each other, only 2 games left. The Mavs can sneak out a little home court advantage if they win both games. And I think if the Clippers obviously lose both games, or even if they have the tiebreaker, if the Mavs have the tiebreaker, they can, Clippers just need to drop one and Mavs, go 1 out of 2 as well. So that's going to be interesting. Yeah, to get that home court, lock that up. But the matchup is already there. That's a good thing. Home court, the one extra game, big implications with that. I don't know. I kind of think that Luka plays better on the road in hostile environments. We've seen what he's done in Game 7s against the Clippers already. We've seen what he's done in the Game 7 up against Phoenix in Phoenix. The guy doesn't blink. But to your point, Mavs have been on an absolute heater for the past couple weeks. Clippers, the Clippers, you don't really know they kind of just tread water. They've been kind of treading water. Clippers are the Clippers, treading water. They got guys sitting out. PG will sit out. Kawhi and PG, they both sat out the last game. My prediction, obviously, I do have the right to change it as to what you said. I kind of like the Clippers in this one. I think it just, when you look at the team as a whole, they just have more options. When you're looking at star power going up against each other, Harden, PG, and Kawhi, obviously against Luka and Kyrie. And if Kyrie doesn't, if Kyrie doesn't show up to what he's been able to, then that's going to be a big problem. But there's nothing that we've seen in the past couple of weeks that is going to say Kyrie's not going to show up. He's been balling out, going crazy with Luka. They're going to get their 60 points combined each game, most likely. But that's going to be the big thing, is if they don't combine for 60 each game, where's the scoring going to come from? And it's not like the Clippers are just a defensive, they just are a bad defensive team. They got guys. They have plenty of guys that they could throw at them. And, where PG and Kawhi, kind of take the defensive side off, a couple possessions, kind of leisure, Luka and Kyrie.
I do give the Clippers the advantage on coaching. And sometimes, I watch these Mavericks and I'm thinking, what is Jason Kidd doing? What are these rotations? What are we I don't know what's coming out of Dallas. So I will say that's also an issue there, right? I don't know what they're going to do in that sense. But that's why it's NFL saying, but right, that's why we play the game. That's why we play the game. That's why we'll play the series. I just like that momentum that Dallas is bringing into this right now.
Yeah. I mean, you're completely honest. Jason Kidd, there kind of hasn't been that one, that coaching moment. They went to the Western Conference Finals with the Warriors 2 years ago, but it was all about matchups even in that one. They had the major upset against Phoenix, so Jason Kidd, did well. But after that, he had nothing for the Warriors in that series, and that's kind of where that hump's been. Can he get over the hump? Now they have the addition of Kyrie to do it. And to your point, those rotations, I don't know who's going to be their guy to score, outside of Luka and Kyrie. You have PJ Washington. He's up and down, off and on. You don't know what you're going to get out of him. I bet on him plenty of times since he's been on that team. Is he going to score 6 points? Is he going to score 15? It's up and down, just nonstop. Derrick Jones Jr., not an offensive guy. Maxi Kleber, not an offensive guy. Dante Exum, not an offensive guy. And when I say offensive guy, I'm talking, is he going to give them that 12 points every game throughout the series? Because that's all you're really looking for. You don't need anyone to go score 20. You need those couple guys where you can rely on them to score 10 to 12 consistently every night in the playoffs. Tim Hardaway Jr. has been a shell of himself, a complete shell. He's shooting the ball like 25% from three since the All-Star break. His rotation has completely gone out of the window pretty much. Like he plays his 15 minutes a night. A guy that should be playing 24, 26 minutes a night for the offensive side of the ball, but you just don't know what you're going to get. So with that being the case, I'm going to go the Clippers in this one. I would say the Clippers in 6, especially with the home court advantage. It's kind of do or die for the Clippers as well. I mean, you've made all these trades. Man, all this star power. Russell Westbrook has been playing pretty well off of the bench for them as well since he's returned from that hand injury. I just think it's going to be too much for the Mavs, so I'll take the Clippers in 6. That'll be my prediction until our next show. Obviously,
we'll see. Right, we got till Tuesday. Well, Tuesday's the playing game, so I think
Tuesday's
that's the next game.
I think the playoff starts on when does the first 2 rounds start, or the
Is
first
it just a week from Saturday? I think.
Might be Friday or Saturday or something like that. So
Yeah, I think
plenty
so.
of time, and that helps the Clippers' favor. They're an injury-riddled team. That helps them out even more.
Let them heal up.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, I do like that. Yeah, I can't. There's certain games I can't argue. I'm just telling you what I feel. Yeah, I mean, they're so close. Like you said, they both played 80 games. They're one game. One has one more win than the other. So, and you kind of know where my stick is. I've been out, excuse me, watching the East. So
yeah, gosh, and you want to talk about neck and neck. The Clippers, Mavs, pretty much the same record, same exact home record, same exact away record. I mean, those dudes.
Right.
Those dudes are the exact same team.
So let me ask you this, because I know you're a Warriors guy. The Rockets can't catch them, but you're hoping that they climb out of the 8 to the not the 8,
10.
Where are they at? 7, 8, from 10 to 7, right?
Yeah, I mean, I don't think we can't jump from 10 to 7.
I'm sorry, 10 to 8 with the Kings.
10 to 8, yeah, I was looking at it right now. We're 3 games behind Phoenix. They just have to win one game to, secure that spot well, and the Pelicans are both. So we won't get the 7, but we could sneak into the 8, but then I'm looking at who the Lakers play. The Lakers play Memphis tomorrow. Kind of a freebie. If the Lakers drop that might be one of the biggest fumbles of all time, because now the Lakers can obviously go into the 8th seed as well, or the 8th seed as well. And to be completely honest with you, I would rather play Sacramento than the Lakers. So I'm hoping that the Lakers can sneak into that spot, give the Warriors a first easier game, and then have the Warriors, for all the marbles, play Suns or the Lakers in that matchup. But it's going to be interesting. It's kind of with these playing games that it's just going to be every year now, where you can just slide your way from 10 to 6 within the matter of probably 4 games. Like we're even looking at
the Lakers.
The Timberwolves. Timberwolves dropped to 3 off of one game.
It's tight. You got Memphis and New Orleans. That's the last 2 games for the Lakers.
And I think
both on the road.
Oh, who does Sacramento have? Sacramento has, they're playing the Pelicans right now. They have 3 again. Then they have the Suns. That's going to be sneaky. If the Suns get them, I think it's a wrap.
Hey, Kings are down 20 in the first half.
That's not
good. Kings have given up 31 points with 3 minutes to go in the first quarter.
To the 11. Goodness gracious.
I wonder if like you brought up the other, I think it was last week, but, what are these guys' angles? What are they trying to do with the brackets, how they maneuver themselves?
are they throwing it on purpose? Well, I don't know what they're doing.
I don't know. There's no advantage to drop, though.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think they're that stupid enough where they're going to try to go ahead and win 2 games instead of only win 1 and get in. But I mean that's Sacramento. They're up and down. They're an up and down team as well.
Yeah,
so it looks like the Warriors are going to get the 8th, or Warriors are probably going to get the 10 and 9. Don't really matter. Potato, whatever you want to call that game. But
I don't see. I know some people
see the Warriors sneaking in.
They believe that the league's fixed, the NFL's fixed, all these things. I think there's matchups that they would like to see. And I know as far as the league, they would love to see a Lakers Golden State one and done game.
No, they would love it.
Right. Yeah, I mean that'd be a ratings boom.
They had that like 3 years ago. I remember I was in Miami.
Yeah.
3 years ago, and I was watching the Lakers and the Golden State playing game. Winner gets in, losers out. Lakers end up hitting, they end up hitting some bullshit threes and knock us out. So I kind of have PTSD going up against the Lakers. I don't want to see them. And then the Lakers knocked the Warriors out last year too. So it's all about matchups. We're not stopping. Nobody's stopping Anthony Davis. I would believe, especially on the Warriors. That's just their kryptonite.
Just AD.
Yeah.
AD
That's right.
stops AD. You know what I mean? But yeah, you never know, man. The guy gets so banged up, and when you watch the games, you're like, man, just shake that off. What is he going? He's going to the locker room. What are you doing? You know,
this dude
gets
hit in the face. He gets hit in the face every single. I've never seen a dude get hit in the face every single game, and he like is laying down on the ground. His nose is all red and his eyes are all red, and I'm like, bro, how do you get fucking hit in the face every single time?
Get up.
But I mean, shout out to him.
That's
He has been pretty over the last, I think, 100 games. They said for the Lakers, he's played in like 92 of them. So he's only missed like 8 games out of their last 100. He's been the most healthiest person on the Lakers over the last 100 games, which is
Lakers have been a walking. They've been a walking fucking med group. You look at the bench and you're like, where is everybody? Everybody's in street clothes. You know, you're like, holy shit.
Yeah, street clothes. And I think their most underrated weapon, Jared Vanderbilt. He's an animal, and he's been gone for like 2 months now.
Yeah.
And that was kind of my great white whale for betting for a solid 2 weeks. I was hitting on him every game. He was the Wemby, and then he got hurt, and he lost. My whole bankroll just got fucking trashed.
I remember when the season was starting, we were talking about it, and it's with the Lakers specifically. I feel, shame on that entire team when you got to have a fucking 40-year-old man carrying you, who you need to save for the playoffs. Can I? LeBron's walking around like, can I wear a suit tonight? What the fuck? Everyone's in their little street clothes. And you make that guy play all those minutes in games.
Dude, I mean, he's fighting through it. And I know Witt hates him, and I know Witt doesn't like him, but he fought through it. He's been fighting through an illness, and he showed up like an hour before tip-off the other day against the Warriors. Showed up an hour before tip-off because he was sick, and he ended up playing, stuck it through. But, I mean, yeah, when you look at the Lakers this whole year, just go through what their identity is. At the beginning of the year, they had Austin Reeves benched. He was playing awful. They benched him, but not getting as many minutes as he had. Rui on the bench, not even starting over Taurean Prince. Taurean Prince has started 51 games this year. He's not a starter. He's kind of been irrelevant. And then you have D'Angelo Russell. Do we remember in December when he was benched? He was only getting like 10 minutes for like a month. After the trade deadline, then he started coming alive.
I read an article where Rui spent the offseason in L.A. working out and playing with LeBron. And when the season started, he was on the bench. And that kind of started the friction between the team and the coach and everything. But as far as LeBron, and I get, just like all of us, we have opinions about stuff, right? But if you just looked at on the court, there's not much you can complain about the guy. You know what I mean? So even if you don't like him, and I told you, I like LeBron, I respect LeBron. I'm just an MJ guy, but I'm not taking what he does. If you look at what he does on the floor, there's nothing you can complain about. You know what I mean? There's not more. Oh, so I get relegated to the bottom. All right, okay. Come in and bump people. Just put me on the bottom. There's not much you can complain about his game, right? And being an all-around athlete and what he does. That's what I was saying.
Yeah.
But shame on the Lakers for having all those players, and all you fuckers are hurt. And this old man's out here banging every night. And then has gone to the playoffs. Yeah.
That's exactly right.
Okay. Well, and just like we were saying, ZJ, we know you're out working. The 2 hardest men in the Bet Champ show, we're here. We got it kicked off and started. You come in with your shades indoors. You're like the quarterback, man. You're the diva. Josh and I were the offensive line. We're here. We're pushing. We're pulling. We're blocking. You come in, shades on. Hat to the back. You're like, the game doesn't start till I show up.
Shout out to all the live viewers and listeners right here. This is the Bet Champ Show after hours, of course. Business straight to it. But shout out Andrew. Shout out Big E. Always in here. These guys are the Bet Champ Show. Without them, I mean, this is where all the analytics come from. Big E and the Soch man. You know what I'm saying? So this is the heart of the show and everything. So give them their flowers when you can, ladies and gents. Off and rolling on this Thursday night. First day of the Masters, though, boys. I know you guys have been talking shop with basketball, and we'll definitely get back into it. But where are we at with that and everything? Anything you've seen? I saw a little prop on the – I was going to tell Soch this. I saw that Tiger Woods on his first hole, he was it was like plus 750 for him to hit a birdie.
And he got a birdie on the first hole. Yeah, he did. You're right.
Absolutely, yeah. So stuff like that. But I kind of wanted to because I know he's definitely tuned in with it all. Where we day one and everything. How's it work? Right, we're still getting seeding and everything going into the following days. But what have you seen so far?
Are you talking NBA or you're talking Masters?
Masters.
Okay, that's what I thought. My bad. So look, here's just the thing, a betting tip, and I try to not be a mush. Anytime Scotty Scheffler is in the tournament, just bet him top 5. I'm too much of an idiot and a moron to do it. You get it at plus money pretty much every tournament, and I'm always scared to pull the trigger because I'm going to be like, of course, the one time where I don't bet on him, he does it again. And you can even bet him. I don't know if there's really been a golfer where you can just bet on where he's plus 500 to win a tournament with 80 guys. I mean, in golf, that can flip in a switch, but his odds are just so low. But at the end of the day, a win's a win. So I didn't bet him top 5 because I couldn't do it. But always bet him top 5. You can get it at damn near plus money. And a little tip and trick, I follow a lot of golf accounts. What they do is, if you don't really want to bet, it's not really an equity play to bet a guy to win a tournament every time. So if you want to get more juice, you can get him in the plus 1,000s, 2,000s. Do a little parlay. It's a parlay trick. Bet a game that night, like an NBA game. If you wanted to bet on this, let's say last Thursday, take your NBA pick, hit it, and if you win it, always parlay in with Scotty Scheffler to win the next tournament. You could always get that like plus 1,200. And you cash out a lot more than, only betting him straight up at plus 500, 600 before the tournament starts. But enough on Scotty. Bryson DeChambeau put his nuts on the table today. A live guy. I love the live guys. There are a lot of major champions out there. So he's in first. Homa is looking great right now. He's in the group with Tiger. It sucks that golf is an outside sport though, where you got to rely on the elements. Every single damn round is going to get suspended because of rain or wind, every single time. But I would advise people to always stay away from Tiger Woods. Personally, I don't ever bet him because he's one swing away from pulling something and he's disqualified, or he's going to do something like that. But pick that I had today was
he did pretty decent today though, didn't he?
He did great today, but he's only been through, I think, 13 holes. Yeah, he's only been through 13 holes. Play has been suspended for like the last 4 hours. 4 hours, which sucks. But I mean, no, he's playing great. This may be a killer for Tiger though. This is not what Tiger Woods wanted to see. You don't want him going in tomorrow. Now, instead of 18 holes tomorrow, what his body's been preparing for, he's going to have to go ahead and play 24 holes tomorrow, and that's just not going to be good on the back for the next round. It's just not. The guy's already falling apart, and now you're going to add more strain on that, more volume on that for the next day. It's not good. He can just whirlwind into a spiral tomorrow, and his back is done. But it's good to have him out there. It's always good when Tiger's out there. But a couple of guys that I would look at is Victor Hovland. And even Rory. I don't like ever betting on Rory. I think he's kind of washed up. I mean, I could go through this all the time, but no, it was a great first day Masters. I'll let you guys go ahead and see what you thought.
Real quick before we get in here. What I thought was really cool, and I just saw a lot. This obviously happens every year with the Masters, but I love how if you've already won a Master, no matter what age you are, you can always come back and play the course. I thought that was really cool to have some of the guys out there today teeing off. And I thought that's so sick. You always have an invite. Oh,
the Masters is one of the more crazier groups of like high status where every year you get whoever the previous winner was, you get the Masters dinner. You could pretty much have anything you want on the menu with every previous Masters champion. You could have, steak. You could have $1,000 plates for all the guys. There's no budget on it. So yeah, the Masters is one of the coolest things where if you win, you're kind of locked in for life over there. No matter what, you could show.
Are we gonna pretend that we don't see the fourth block actually has a picture down there? Are we gonna pretend like this isn't happening tonight? We're just talking about Masters dinner, and we got a dude that
a guy on the road.
I don't even know what there it is.
Dude. I got a dip in like 5, but I'm like, dude, I'm like 3 consecutive. I'm trying to send a kid to college, trying to make these ends.
Oh, the kid card. He threw the kid card, and we can't do that.
The kid out there.
You can't play the kid card. We can't say
this defending national security. I can't speak more on that. I have to have you sign some NDAs, but hey, at the end of the day, I don't know if Zach is in the chat or if he's waiting for the eclipse again. I don't know.
He just
my man is over there.
The eclipse. He got the eclipse goggles on.
Yeah, he just he was a little late too. He was coming back from the Saved by the Bell reunion tour, roll through Denver, so he was out there.
Bro, cannot wait for the Saturday show. So baseball's been cantankerous. So my rule is don't bet on the first 3 weeks of baseball. Let the pitchers go through 3 rotations. Holiday Sun obviously had a rough start yesterday. Yankees 10-2. I think they're 11-2 now. Ohtani's agent $16 million. I think there's a cover up there. I'm a Dodger fan. It just seems too clean. I don't know if he got duped that bad. I don't want to really comment on that. I'll wait for some things, but I think it's going to be an interesting year. You could see some things come out from that. NBA basketball, I'm staying away from that for a little bit until we get in the playoffs. I just think these dudes are too hyperbolical for me. But missed you folks, missed you guys. Obviously still on the road. Be back tomorrow. But yeah, I mean, I guess Zach looked at the fucking eclipse or something without glasses, or he's waiting for another eclipse. I don't know what's going on there in the top upper right.
Real quick. We were kind of talking Masters, wit, and everything, and some NBA talk before all that. We got some big things, though. I kind of want, now that we have everyone here on the channel and everything, what are we doing for the finals? How it's all going down? I know we got Ian and myself have to pay a little dinner and everything, but how are we doing this all? I'm ready for a cigar. I'm ready for the fellas to come in. We might need to take a day. We might need to have 2 days because I think all 4 of us need to get a tee time going. I think all 4 of us should get a tee time going with golf, get some more content out there with some basketball plays and everything. But what are we doing for the finals, gents? I want to throw that out there real quick.
So I know we're eating at the steakhouse, and I'm going to be honest. I don't like to golf on a full stomach. I believe hungry dog fights best, and I want to be out there grinding. You know what I mean? And me and Sach, I just don't think we should be out there fat, dumb, and happy. That's just the reality of the world we live in. I don't know where you guys live in the penthouse. Whatever it is you guys do when you do it in your high society. But me and Sach want to be hungry when we're out there on the course. We want to literally find a ball that someone else shanked, and we want to win with that ball because that's just what we're about. We're serving others. You know what I mean?
Or we just want to win with that ball that someone else shanked, just fucking grab and play with the whole time. Oh, shit.
Eric just got teamed up with someone else because it's like Lakewood, New Jersey. That's not how we roll. Like every time I meet someone from New Jersey, I'm always like, "Do you know where Lakewood is?" They're like, "Oh yeah." I'm like, it's like, but
hey, all good, man. A little 3-ball like we got right now on the screen. I didn't know we were going to play golf at 7 at night. I thought we were going out for a steak dinner afterwards. But
no, obviously the dinner and everything's a go. I just didn't know if we wanted to, maybe the day I don't know because I'm probably going to take a couple days off for all this.
We could eat the dinner beforehand and just not eat breakfast. I mean, that's just how we roll. You know what I mean? We're ride dirty, but
nice
3-ball. We can do whatever.
Back to it real quick. Before you go and everything, did you view the Masters? We had day 1 and everything. Any thoughts on that? On where your eyes were?
The reason I was late to my hotel is because I was watching the Masters, having a couple beers. So, yeah, man. I think, So Brooks Koepka cracked me up yesterday. He's a dick, but at the same time,
I like that he's a dick, bro. He's
a handsome
like
Jack.
just a piece of shit. I love a piece of shit golfer.
Live guy.
I love a piece of shit live golf.
Yeah, not a fan of the shorts on the golf course. That's just me, but I'm glad you'll see one day when they're at Augusta, it'll just be. But when the guy asked him, the reporter said, "Hey, if you think if 59 is possible," and he says, "Have you ever golfed this course?" And he says, "No, not personally." He's like, "That's why I know you're asking that fucking question." So that was fucking live. I like that. Like Koepka's hit or miss, like with me, but dope golfer. I don't know, man. Where'd Tiger finish? I didn't see that. Well, he's got to start tomorrow. So I think that's a huge story. Any of those golfers that are golf 23, 24, 26 tomorrow, I think they're going to have a problem, especially Tiger. I think Tiger and Spieth are an issue to withdraw from the tournament. Spieth says, "Hey, when this shit comes on with my thumb, my wrist, whatever the fuck it is, he's out." I think Tiger, you can see the way he's walking up the hill. That's not a normal gait. I would foresee Tiger if he is not in contention to withdraw early third round, if not late tomorrow. That's what I think. Would love to see Tiger in it through Sunday. Would be awesome. I think he's got to be at 3 under tomorrow, going through the first 2-3 under, going through his remaining round, and then he's got to be in contention. If he's not in the negatives, I think he's going to probably withdraw. I just don't see him staying in there. I think there's a lot of wear and tear on that body. That dude just walking it looks difficult for him. And don't just so much focus on his foot or his knee or his leg even. Focus on his hip. His hip it's not a normal gait. So a lot of torque. He's got a bad back. Would love to see Tiger in it, but I think that's what's going to happen. DeChambeau, I love. I like Rory. I think Rory's still gonna fucking make a run. I do like Rory to win his first Masters. He's down now. I just don't know if you can overcome 7 strokes, dude. That's fucking nuts. Shooting a 65 in round 1, but he could fall apart and shoot a 7 over tomorrow. So we'll see what happens. But I think those guys that have to play 23, 26 holes tomorrow, they're in dire straits because that course is brutal.
Especially for Tiger, that's a lot of walking. It's a lot of walking and a lot of twisting and torque putting on that back. Yeah. But as it stands right now, the cut is about to be projected at about 1 over.
Yeah.
Tiger's 1 under, so he has a 2-stroke cushion. He could very well make the cut.
But let's not forget. Last time Tiger was there, he had 2 snowmen, so he can easily shoot an 8. He's lucky he got out of that par 3 that he was in the straw with a par. That would have put him back to even. That was a very difficult shot out of the straw. And then he makes the 5-foot putt. Like, it's super crazy. But, Tiger can very easily – but he's better at that course than everyone else. I think he's making it up on sheer maturity and experience. But we'll see what happens. But
Tiger –
dude,
let's say Tiger makes the cut, right? I just think by Saturday he's dropping out.
He
can make the cut tomorrow, but
you're going to walk.
You're going to walk those 24 holes.
That's what he did last year.
And then
that's what he did.
That's what I'm saying. But now you walk 24. You go back home, go to bed, stretch, do all that. The next morning's when you feel it. And now I got to get out there and do that again. And he's already said, "Hey, I'm in pain every day."
Well, you wonder what he's taking.
That's a crazy course to walk too. Just for him.
Yeah. And like last year when he did make the cut last year, but he was like, I don't even know. He was like 8 strokes, 9 strokes out of first. And I mean, Tiger, what is finishing, top there? That's going to do nothing for him.
Dude,
if he's
Tiger
10 strokes out of first, he's withdrawing. He ain't going to hurt his back. He got Charlie, got all those events. He goes and caddies for him, play some rounds with him. If he's out of it, he's just going to withdraw the 3rd day. He ain't going to put himself through that.
Tiger playing at the Masters is like me and Eric running the Air Force PT test right now. Like, yeah, dude, could we fucking complete it? But it's like, what the fuck? What am I winning here? You know what I mean? Like, we know
we're going to feel it the next day. To our point, we're going to feel it the next day.
We know the route, and say we got to run that bitch 4 days in a row. You know what? Okay, we're good the first day and a half, but dude, it's just tough. I love to see him in it, but
and they stopped your first day, you got to do the other half and then a whole nother test the next day.
So you're not doing the run. You're just you did the push-ups and sit-ups, and then we got canceled out for the run. So now you got to do 2 runs. So you're going to do the run, and then you're going to get a break, and then you can come back and do another one. It's like, okay, that in itself, we're off our game. You know what I mean? It's just a young man's game. And I love how golf is going back to, it's no longer the brute force trauma guy. It's going back to the long, lanky science geek that, dude, I just think these muscular guys, me being a short, stocky guy myself, are putting too much torque on their body. And I think it's going back to like, hey, plyometrics. You know what I mean? Just be out there, be pliable, have endurance. You see who's winning. They're not like, they're dudes we drink beer with, you know, on the weekends. And that's just always been golf. And I think it's going back to that.
Yeah. We'll see what happens tomorrow. Hey, I love it. And then the final couple rounds of this weekend, right, Sach?
Yeah, so it's every day till Sunday. So you got today, you got tomorrow's round, the cut will happen, and then you got Saturday, Sunday. Sunday's usually the finishing round. But the way the Masters has been going the last couple of years with weather, you might get the final round on a Monday morning. Like it's awful, bro. It just ruins everything. The weather, like I hate how they do. I mean, it's tradition to do it in April, like they do all that. But pick a weekend where you know the weather's going to be nice. Like nobody wants to see these suspended rounds. It's happened twice today. It's just boring. It ruins the whole mojo of the tournament.
It's usually nice, but you gotta. Sach has never been in the South, but there's like thunderstorms. Fucking, it's on the Gulf here.
Well, yeah,
the Gulf.
And you know what I mean? Like you schedule this out a year, 2 years out. It's not like you know what the weather will be.
So did you see?
Did
you see what the Masters budget alone for like the greens and the groundskeeping is? Just a massive budget. So they start 4 months out. It's like 28 million, and then the remaining 8 months they have their own budget for whatever. But yeah, the Gulf Coast is cantankerous. You got to understand, like hurricane season's from June to November, but there's thunderstorms. It's much like Colorado. They just come in, they go. But the amount of rain that it dumps is substantially different. And then the amount of humidity from the ground, and there's nowhere for the rain to go due to the humidity and the dampness of everything. But we don't want to talk about being moist and all that, because that'll make Zach take his glasses off and stuff and get uncomfortable up in this spot. So
Real quick, I see we got some live listeners and viewers in the chat up above. I know you guys throw some comments our way. Any questions you have for the fellas, we're here. We'll throw you on the show, throw your question out there, of course, as always. Real quick, back to Whit, though, because we have him. I want to get as much time out of him as much time out of Whit as Whit's like that phone you had back in the day where your parents had to buy minutes for you. You got like a 10-minute card and you can only use so much of it. So I'm just trying to get my minutes worth right here with Whit. Whit, real quick, we're about, we got three games or so left in the NBA regular season heading into the playoffs. I know the fellas were talking a little matchups before. Where are you kind of at going into the playoffs? Who are you liking right now? I know we haven't talked with you in a little, just kind of where are you at right now and what are you most excited for?
Dude, I like what the Timberwolves are doing without Cat, dude. I like it. We'll see if
I
they
think
can
they're
do
better
what
without
they
that.
can. I think we'll see what they can do. What I do like is Anthony Edwards playing two-way ball. Like, I get he's averaging 23, but that dude is a dog on defense. Like, we haven't seen a guard like that. I would have to go back and find a two-way guard that can score 20 plus and play defense like that. And I'd have to go to E and Sach on that. But like, the dude is a dog. He's physical on defense. I don't know that he can overcome the size of Jokic in a 7-game series with the way Murray's playing. But man, that was, dude, what he's done to kind of take a step back and say, I'm gonna assert myself on defense. I like that. I'm still interested in the West, man. I think the Warriors, I would love to see them beat LeBron. I hope that's the playing game. God, I hope that's the playing game. I just want to.
We want the Nuggets, Whit. We want the Nugs, baby. We want them first round.
Oh, I don't give a shit. I want to talk to Z all night, every night. I want to have these podcasts after every fucking Nuggets Warriors game.
Every single one.
I want them to beat LeBron in the worst way, and then I want to see them come in.
Real quick, I'm gonna let you. I'm gonna let you finish with real quick. That's a cool idea you just brought up though. After a couple of these playoff games, we might need to get like a little nightcap going on after some of these games.
Dude, get some sauce in your system. I think the Warriors are a bad matchup for the Nuggets. I think it's cantankerous. I think the Suns are better. Bro, I'm just saying. I think we might lose in 6 or 7, or hey, who knows? Dude, we start hitting threes, you guys are in trouble. You boys out west.
Hey, real quick before you guys, I'm gonna let you guys debate this out, but before, because I'm gonna forget this thought. Did ZJ just Kanye you? I'm gonna let you finish. Did he just Kanye West you? That was crazy.
I'm gonna let you finish.
I'm gonna let you finish.
Yeah. I don't know. The analogy escapes me, but he looked like he was doing some young shit. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know what that means. Like,
subtle jabs. DJ's the king of subtle jabs. He does that all the time.
Yeah, well, I mean, the guy's fashion statement just said it all. You know what I mean? Like, the guy's in the dark with glasses on. It's like, have we drug tested him lately? We're a clean environment.
You missed Monday. Monday, Sach and ZJ were going at it pretty hot, and ZJ muted Sach. Sach told him, "You do that one more time, I'm walking across the hall. You mute me again."
He fucking Anthony reality'd him, dude. Like
he Conor McGregor in the Floyd and Conor McGregor when they muted his mic. I was gonna go over there and ask if this mic works, and fuck that mic,
dude. He fucking around the horn him, dude. Anthony Reality. He was like, "Hey, fucking."
Well, he did.
No, so I'm interested in that, dude. The East is super interesting, dude. I think the Celtics are the class of the division. I think once they get there, they're going to do what they're going to do. I still like the field versus the Celtics, as we talked about later on, because I just don't think they have the attention span, man. They have the attention span of a gnat, and I don't think they can do it. But the Bucks,
they're hungry this year. They're hungry.
Dude, Tatum's not it for me. He's not it, dude. He's a Pippen, dude. He's not a Jordan. Dude, I think Jaylen Brown is the dog on that team. I think Tatum is he's a fucking silly cedar fucking mattress, dude. He's just soft. That dude ain't it, dude. He's a B player. Just me. If you're riding that dude for 7 games and you're up against another dude that's riding for 7 games, that's a dog, I don't think dude, Tatum's inconsistent. That's just me. So that's where I'm at. I like the playing games on the West. Dallas is dangerous. Play no defense, but they're dangerous.
I like Dallas.
But I'm going to tell you what, man. The Nugs and the Timberwolves are going to be in a dogfight either way. The only cupcake running around there is the fucking Suns. Play 0 defense. Can't do anything.
Yeah.
So and Booker's not going to show up for fucking 7 games. He's going to be missing MIA 1 game, and Durant's numbers are down. I don't know what's going on with him, but he's struggling.
Yeah. I mean, what our main thing was, what me and ZJ were discussing last show was just the Nuggets bench. That's the only thing I was worried about. And it was funny. Yesterday, I'm taking a nap. I passed out until like 10 o'clock yesterday. No, I passed out till like midnight. But I woke up and I saw a couple texts from a couple Nuggets fans, and they were like, "Did you see our bench tonight?" And I'm thinking, Christian Brown went off for like 12, 13 points, 4 threes. Reggie Jackson hit like 3 threes.
Catching alley-oops.
I know the play was cool. The play was great, but I mean, it's 2 points. Like that's. It was just classic Nuggets fan just tendencies. And I look at the box score because I woke up at like midnight. I look at the box score and there wasn't one person on the bench. There was Reggie Jackson with 9 and Christian Brown with 8. And they were like, "Look at our bench." And I'm like,
when Jokic goes 16 for 20. When Jokic goes 16 and 20.
Jokic played unbelievable. Unbelievable. The dude scored 41 and he played unbelievable. But I was looking at shots. I know, and he's done that before. And I mean, you want to talk about not missing shots. Daniel Gafford has gone, almost broke the record not missing shots. I don't really mean too much. But yeah, he shot well. And it was just so funny, dude. I just was like not trying to get my blood pressure up at midnight. I was like 9-8. Like that's a good game. And I think that might be enough, a good game, just as long as they're scoring two dudes score 9 and 8 in the playoffs. I really think that might be enough for the Nuggets to win it. But it was just classic. It was just classic. I had a good laugh about that.
Dude, I think where the Nuggets are going to struggle, and I don't think, and I'll fall back on it with E on this, dude. I think the Nuggets are going to struggle with if the right Eastern Conference team gets up against them. I think the Nuggets would struggle with the Knicks. Dude, I think if you body those dudes up and you get physical with them over 7 games, I think Tibbs would fucking do some damage to them cats. I'm not saying they'd win, but I think they'd be more interesting than the Celtics. Dude, the Celtics would be interesting from a standpoint of, oh, it's 121, 115. It was 128, 113. It was whatever. But if you get them Knicks in there, dude, and Brunson's playing the way he's playing, and they get Randall back, dude, and I think, dude, it would be interesting to see
Randall's
what Tibbs
gone. Wait,
he's done.
You've been gone for a while.
Yeah,
So they said he's done.
No. Wait, you missed a couple episodes.
Oh, the shoulder. Yeah, he's out. He's out for the shoulder. Okay. But even so, you think okay, hold on. The show's the only.
But if we had him,
yeah, but the show now the show's the now the show's the only source of my fucking analytics. I got that. So I did see he was out for the year with the shoulder. But I'm telling you right now, the East, dude, I think they do some fucking shit. You get the right person in against fucking Denver. It ain't Celtics, though. It ain't the Celtics. Is Miami going to fucking step up? They going to do some things? Is fucking Milwaukee going to fucking turn on?
We got a bet going on. Well, it hasn't really officially been decided yet, but myself and Big E got a bet kind of going on with Sach. He's giving us, he thinks the Celtics will take it. He's giving us the field.
We
already bet that. We already bet that.
This is the bet. No, like a close bet. I'll take this bet while we're at the steakhouse, since you guys are buying the entree and all the, we're there for the ambiance of, the dinner and the big thing. I'll buy, we could bet a nice little appetizer, I don't know how expensive the appetizers are. I'm not a bougie guy, but we can bet like a little, unless you guys were going to cover the appetizer. Or are we doing that?
Man. We in the hole for $120 steaks. He's trying to bet some potato skins. What's going on out here? What's going on? Some mozzarella steaks? What are we doing?
Well,
I'm not a bougie guy.
If we're gonna go to Del Frisco's, I mean,
so hey, here's one.
Might as well. We got.
Here's one. I don't know if I think here's one for you at Del Frisco's. If you're interested, and I don't do this hardly ever, but they do have a really, really super nice cigar bar. Cigar, Piano Man, whiskey. It's in the same place, but it's separate. So maybe you buy cigars or something, or first round whiskey. I don't know. It could be anything you like. I'm good for appetizers too. Anything's out there.
We're gonna be up in that cigar room.
I do feel
we'll iron it out.
Yeah, and the more I think on it, I do like Philly, man, and like Sach and I were saying before you guys came on. There's a game, Orlando, Philly tomorrow, depending on how that plays out. Philly can jump to that 6th spot, right? Not even have to worry about a playing game. 100% agree on all the points. Embiid's going to have to play. They got to stay healthy. I think any team we're picking, we're always saying there's ifs to it, but the one assumption should be that everybody's healthy, right?
Yeah.
Denver's going to win the West if Joker plays. Like, we understand that. If he's out, they're not getting very far. Certain things, but a healthy Philly team, that doesn't mean they're going to beat the Celtics, but I think they're the best opponent for them. And then we'll finally, ZJ, you'll finally get Embiid against Joker. They're not going to sit him in the finals.
That's if he plays in Denver. That's if he wants to play in Denver.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, he'll play in the finals.
Yeah, he's going to play in the finals.
So
I mean, he did play in Denver. That shouldn't even be a thing anymore. He couldn't play in Denver because the next game you guys bullied him into playing, and then he got hurt.
So we're gonna play. Here's the deal. We're gonna hit the cigar bar.
We're going to that cigar lounge with.
I got some fine tune, some fucking. Oh yeah, some
they sell them there.
It ain't got.
You know what I'm saying? They sell them. And the best part about the cigar bar there, man, their ventilation system is amazing. You're gonna leave and you're not gonna have any of that smoke on you.
That's awesome.
It's great.
System.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, they got that ventilation, getting all that smoke out of there. And, when we were there, Troy Calhoun, the Air Force coach, you never know who's going to be in there. A lot of the Broncos go out there, and they just sit around this bar, and they just all huddle up and shit. And you're just like, hey, ain't that so-and-so? Ain't that so-and-so? ZJ, you can't be a fanboy. Don't do that.
Remember.
Unless it's Joker. You're allowed to do that for Joker.
Yeah.
It's a fucking cigar.
It's good the ventilation system be good because it'll seem like you guys were never in there buying cigars. You know what I mean?
Yeah. No, it'll
Minding
be cool, guys.
steaks, doing things.
It'll be cool, ladies and gents. That's Del Frisco's. The fellas, the BCS show will be there for the NBA Finals. We'll get out some dates going if anyone wants to come hang out, meet us out a little later, but definitely be a nice night.
Pick a night or a day or an afternoon. We can go to your wing place.
Yeah.
Yeah. We got to
not
take
flying in for a night. Like, I'm here for one night. I'm rolling out again.
Yeah.
You'll probably be there a day or two. Let's go to your wing place too.
Fly in, probably spend a day. I'll probably spend 2 days actually. So, but my birthday's the 12th. Just no. Right. It's the 12th.
Yeah.
We got to have more than a cigar ready for Big Wit. You know what I'm saying?
We are big news for the BCS show. We're sponsoring a golf tournament this weekend with the clothing brand. My friend owns the clothing brand, but I'm sponsoring it. We have our logos, everywhere. And this is kind of the thing. We want to hold these tournaments on, trying to get us out there. I'm putting like $50 up, 25 to the two guys that win it. They get a little FanDuel credit, a little ESPN bet credit. So I'm gonna front that. I got enough bankroll where we can front that. So it'll be exciting. I'll try to get some videos and stuff with the guys, and post it on the page, at the golf tournament. See where that takes us. But they have my line right now to win the 2-man scramble. There's 4 teams. Me and my partner won it last time a year ago. But they got us right now on the books at me and him to win it at like plus 150. So, if anyone wants to lay that juice, we're favorites heading into this bad boy. So I got a big tournament on Sunday, and I'll keep you boys updated for that one.
Hey, and ZJ, before I know we're getting close to the wrap, and nothing solid with it, but this weekend UFC 300. Some people call it the greatest card. Yeah, it's the greatest card in UFC history. 13 fights. 12 of the fights have a current or a former champ in it. 2 former champs are in the first fight. That's the 4 p.m. fight. They're the preliminary to the preliminary fights. I mean, that's how stacked it is. You got 2 former champs starting off this pay-per-view. So it's going to be pretty good, pretty hot. And then Sach, you're going to laugh at me. Is it Newman, Joaquin? This is going back to
I think it's Joaquin Neiman.
Neiman, okay, yeah.
Oh, you're talking about the Masters, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a Neiman.
I like Neiman. To finish top 5 as well. And I agree 100% with you. If you're not betting Scotty Scheffler every tournament right now,
you have to.
That guy is almost where Wemby was when I was doing the blocks and steals. It's just a guarantee. It's money in the bank.
He's a machine. He's just a fucking machine, bro. And
he's in second right now. He might even get the jacket. So
a bogey-free round. If you have a bogey-free round at the Masters, that's pretty damn impressive. I think they had a bogey-free round for him at like plus 650. Like that's hard, that's awesome. Even for Scotty. That's fucking hard. So. The tournament has been greens in regulation. Whoever, is leading greens in regulation, they're finishing up at the top. Scotty Scheffler's the king of greens in regulation. I should have put him out as a play. I'm kicking myself in the ass not doing it. But we move on. And I think after the cut, I'm going to wait for tomorrow because it's supposed to be really windy in Augusta. Midday, like wind gusts up to 30 miles per hour. So who knows where that's going to end. I might lay off until we get to the cut and see where the weather goes from there. Yeah, and probably wait for Saturday. But all 3 guys in the 3 balls that I gave for Brooks Koepka, they're all even right now with 6 holes left, 7 holes left. So that's still up for a win. But other than that, I'll probably clock back in on Saturday. And if we do a Saturday show, I can't make the 10 o'clock. I have a haircut at 9. So whatever we do, I think we maybe postpone it this Saturday. Take a Saturday off because there's really no basketball. I mean, I don't know. We can do hockey or something like that, but I will be late if we do.
We can yeah,
got to get
we
the
can post
MLB going.
MLB, yeah, sure.
Yeah, we can post some pics. Just post it on the social medias.
Yeah.
You know, I'll have like 2 probably UFC fights.
Oh, I'm gonna try to get this guy on. I'm gonna try to get this guy on at least tomorrow or something, man. See what he says.
Right, we'll see what goes down. Or you can give, you know, if you can't make it, same thing with Whit. I think we just text or whatever, like get the pick so we could play it. You know what I mean? Instead of having like a 2-team, 3-team, let's put out a 4-team play. Hey, Sach, you know, he's getting the cabbage cut. So, but this is his play right here. Let's roll.
Yeah.
The cabbage cut. And I haven't missed the show. I mean, I deserve it. I think, you know.
Hardest working man in BCS Nation. I mean, as soon as the contracts come up back due again, I'm trying to get a ZJ. Actually, I'm trying to get a Whit contract.
Max deal. Yeah, I'm in a contract season. Contract.
I need to get some of these stick and move ones. I just come in, stop everybody from talking, say what I gotta say, and then fade to black.
Contract.
Whit gets 10 vacation days a month. And he's stressing all 10 of them. Let me tell you, he's using all 10 of them.
We got his PTO.
They're all Mondays and Thursdays.
Yeah. But cool stuff, fellas. I know a quick, easy show tonight for all the viewers and listeners out there. Really appreciate you guys. Hang with us, stay with us. Like I said, this playoff run is going to be huge for the show. We're getting a lot going, and I know Sach is going to have a lot more golf picks coming out a little later on for the match. Go ahead, E.
I was gonna say, are you rapping or are we moving on? Are we doing trivia? Because I got trivia for you guys. So before you wrap up,
I got a question. Yeah.
Okay. Cool.
Okay. Just making sure you weren't wrapping it up.
No. Yeah. Let's hop into it though. We'll give the people what they want, of course, guys. If you have a question you want to throw out there too while we're doing the segment and everything, throw it out there. We'll put it on the show, answer it for you guys. You guys can always comment on the live show. Let's bounce into some trivia. Cool stuff. Sach, you want to go first?
E could go first. Sorry, I was unprepared about the trivia. Go ahead, E.
All right, cool. Can you guys hear me?
Oh yeah.
Okay, I'm showing a blank screen for me. Hey, in 2020, Derrick Henry rushed for 2,027 yards. He's the 8th player to do that, have 2,000-yard rushing. Who was the first?
Is it Barry Sanders?
No.
Jim, what's his name? The Browns guy.
Jim Brown?
Jim Brown.
No. This guy, this is going to give it away, but this guy had his last squeeze. This guy had his last squeeze today.
Adrian Peterson? Oh no.
Oh, was it? Are you saying for what's happened today?
Yeah.
Are you talking about O.J. Simpson?
Oh,
O.J. Simpson. Yes, had his last squeeze today. Today in NFL history, but he was the first ever 1973 player to rush for over 2,000 yards.
He had his last squeeze today.
That flew over my head. Damn it.
I like it. I like it. R.I.P. That came in like wildfire. What? Like I was like, what the hell?
Yeah.
E, I think is frozen.
Yeah, I'm gonna come out and come right back in.
All right.
I got one.
Damn
it. He said this guy had his last squeeze today. Brooks Koepka. That's my chance. Sach, I'll tell you what, for while we're waiting for you guys for the trivia and everything, Sach, we need to get a couple picks out tomorrow. I'm gonna look tonight too. I want to get some out for some guys to make par or birdie and everything, because I thought that Tiger one was sick, bro. Like first hole, this dude, I saw one dude catch. I was like, dang, that's kind of crazy.
It's a deep rabbit hole you can get in when you bet on those holes, though, bro. You can go down bad.
We got to just study the course. But cool, we'll roll back into it. I'll go with mine. This is interesting. This one's interesting. What since relocated baseball team did Babe Ruth coach for a year after retiring?
The Brooklyn Dodgers?
It's the Dodgers, E. It's the Dodgers. Look at E. See, I'm a Whit. I don't know what Whit would have said, but yeah, look at E. Good one, E. I like that. Quick. Sach was clueless.
This means I'm old.
I was clueless. On that one.
That was a good one. That was a good one. You got something hot, Sach?
I wasn't prepared for it, but I'll go ahead and I'm trying to think of something because I wanted to have a golf one, but I didn't have enough time to research it. I don't know when the hell we were doing trivia, but I know we do it all the time, but I think we haven't done it like the last 2 weeks. But bro, I don't know any. Okay, here's a good one. What is Tiger Woods' favorite sandwich on the golf course? The Masters legend.
Now, is this a real thing or is it like a joke?
No, it's a sandwich. No, it's a real thing. It's a sandwich.
Okay.
That man likes himself a rootin'.
Oh, he likes.
Man, he's a healthy guy. Man, he looks to me like a grilled chicken guy.
He's
Grilled chicken's a good guess, Siege.
It's gotta be like this. He's gotta have like a tuna like egg salad.
Close. Banana and peanut butter.
Oh
Sandwich.
man.
Oh, okay.
I never tried
That's
one of
putting
those.
that potassium back in them. That's all about keeping the machine going.
Yeah.
Yeah,
right.
that's nice. I like that. Yeah.
That's right. Hey, what about this? Has anyone tried the famous Masters sandwich? Do you guys know what the Masters signature sandwich is?
Georgia,
idea.
something fried, maybe?
No, the sandwich is like it's like pimento cheese or some shit like that. The pimento sandwich, I think that's what it is.
I say
No idea.
when we have our when we do our NBA picks, the loser, they got to eat a pimento sandwich. That's all. You got it. We'll buy the cheese from King Super. I have no idea what it tastes like, but you got to eat a pimento sandwich. That'd be good punishment.
We'll get it going.
Famous at the Masters.
We'll get it
Looks
going.
like-
Some more golf picks to come for you guys. Hopefully tomorrow and everything. We'll do some research tonight and everything. Obviously, we got the NBA wrapping up. You got to stay tuned for the playoffs, guys. This is the BCS. We got all picks. We always send up picks every day to the social media account. You just have to give us a follow, and we're going to keep it up and rolling here. But big things to come for the channel and everything, and some more sports bets coming your way, guys. If you want to be on the show, if you want to have a conversation, if you want to just DM us, do that. We'll always respond to you guys, let you know what's up, what's going on. But that'll do it for tonight's episode. Quick and easy. Whit out of here like clockwork. He's gone. But we'll do a quick around the room for the fellas, and then we'll wrap this thing. We'll put a bow on it. We'll start with Satch.
Yeah, I mean, me and E were talking about the the NBA with the Mavs and Clippers. That's fine. I told everyone, me and ZJ are clocking out until the play-in games. Let's just, let's regroup. So stay tuned for that. That'll start, I think, right on Monday is when those play-in games, or Monday or Tuesday, I think. And then we're off and rolling. So stay tuned to that. Stay tuned for the weekend. UFC, like E said, I'm glad he brought that up. UFC 300. Going to have some golf picks maybe. Stay away possibly from a lot of the golf plays tomorrow. They got like Scotty Scheffler, his line for over under tomorrow is at like 70.5, and that's 2 under par. So the books are getting on that early. Don't fall for that trick. And yeah, what a time to be alive. We've grinded out this whole NBA season for this moment. This is going to be our March Madness for the NBA. 2.5 months, 2 months this is going to go on. So looking forward to it. Looking forward to, we'll have a little challenge with each other, a little tournament once those brackets are finalized, and we will be off and rolling.
Boom. Yeah, same, guys. Enjoy it this weekend. A lot of sports going on. Enjoy what's around us. There's a lot going on other than the NBA, even with baseball. Man, I might clock in tomorrow. I probably will. I got to see where the line comes out with the pitcher, but I'm really liking the Rangers tomorrow against the A's -1.5. and I'll lock it in with a video if that's my play. But I'm feeling good with that. But we got to see what tomorrow brings. But that's kind of a lot of stuff out there. So just to warm us up for the weekend, get this going into this weekend, get a quick dub, ride into this, and do some good stuff. Man, great show. Love you guys, man. Look forward, whether we do Saturday, Sunday, take the weekend off, just let me know. And that's all I got, guys.
Hell yeah, 100%, guys. That'll do it for tonight's episode. Get on the train now, ladies and gents, while the beginning of the playoffs start. You don't want to miss out on it. I can guarantee you that we are going to be off and rolling. But that'll do it for tonight's episode, and we'll catch you on the next one. Peace.